Today, we're going behind the scenes at COSI to learn about a cool skill our team has been teaching our animal ambassadors. A lot goes into caring for our animals and making sure they're show ready. Let's go talk to the team that made this happen.
Hi, I'm Lori Miller. I'm the Director of Living Collections right here at COSI.
So I'm trying to pay attention to you, but you both have rats on your shoulders. What is up with the rats?
We have rats. Here at COSI, rats are one of our COSI classics, and they've been around for about 40 years. We started out with rat basketball, so if you've ever been to COSI, you've probably seen our rats playing basketball. It's a way for us to be able to communicate and teach our guests all things rats. We use operant conditioning, so positive reinforcement training. This is a type of training that we use with all sorts of different animals. And what it is just a way for us to be able to communicate with the rats. So it's us telling them what we want them to do, and we use that through food. So they love to eat banana chips, and so what's nice about rats is they're extremely intelligent, which means that they're very easy to train. They're gonna try and play with things. They're very curious and interactive. So for playing basketball, it takes us about 2 months to train them, but this new behavior that we train them to do, they can learn in about 8 minutes. These are our new cars because we train the rats to drive cars. So this is actually tied to real research. Dr. Lambert at the University of Richmond is actually studying their brains and their neuroplasticity. And so what she did was she trained a very complex behavior, which is just driving cars, to be able to understand their enriched environments and how their environments affected how they were able to learn.
Time out. Did you say the rats are gonna drive cars?
They sure are.
This we gotta see.
So the very first thing we did with the rats was put them in the car, and we knew that they were very curious. So they immediately started playing with the pedals that are inside the car. So all we had to do is every single time they pushed down on the pedal was offer them a reward. And of course they love the banana chips. So once they realized that they would get banana chips for pushing down on those pedals, they started driving right away. They do anticipate being able to come out and drive the car, so they'll be waiting at the front of their enclosures for us to put them inside the car. And this is a program that's progressing, so we are finding out what they're able to do, and so we're trying different things with them. Right now, you'll see Libby has that red dot, so they are trained to that dot, and the hope is that we can add some obstacles that they can then drive around, and we'll really see how much they understand how they can navigate that vehicle.
So Lori, I know our guests love rat basketball. The games are so much fun. Have the cars been out in front of the public yet? And how are guests responding to that?
It's super fun to see people's faces when you tell them you're going to bring a rat out and it's going to drive a car. It's like a refresh of that rat basketball, and we're seeing that excitement all over again.
Now you've actually, I've heard, brought this to an NHL hockey stadium. Is this true? How did that work out?
We sure did. Actually, one of our interns suggested that we should make a Zamboni for the rats because we do build all the vehicles in-house. And we thought that was a great idea. So we are the official partner for the Columbus Blue Jackets. And so we did that, and we took a little Zamboni and our rats drove the Zamboni around. We have a fabricator right in-house that'll make us a new vehicle anytime. I would love to introduce you to Joey. Let's go head on back.
Let's go.
I'm Joey. I'm an exhibit fabricator here at COSI.
Joey, thanks for having us back in the shop. Can you both tell us a little bit about the process, beginning to end, about building these rat cars?
Yeah, so the very beginning, it literally was, we would like our rats to drive cars. But I don't even know where to start with cars, which is where Joey came in and crafted this fantastic piece of machinery. Can you tell us where you even started with this process?
As with most electronics, there are already existing things on the internet that you can modify to your needs. So it started with an Instructable that had basic shapes and existing Arduino code and everything. We started with that, and this base was the first base that we bought because this is the one that the Instructable said. It wasn't heavy duty enough for our rats. So we ramped up to a larger existing base that came from Amazon that then we modified for our needs. We changed the entire enclosure from the original, because obviously this wouldn't necessarily fit on this, and we wanted all of the enclosures to be the same because consistency in animal training is important, right, Lori?
Yes. Yeah. And we needed a way to be able to give them a treat.
How did these little covers start coming into play?
So you can find a model of just about every vehicle out there on the road. They asked for big SUVs, which works well for the shape of our enclosures. And every single one of them just slips right over, and the rat goes inside.
Now, when we first started doing this, they were running into things and getting stuck. So what did you do to this to help them get unstuck?
I thought, well, maybe we could have a reverse lever in the back. So I programmed that into the existing code so that, we could prompt them from back here to, hey, press this button, and back themselves out of a corner, quite literally.
So Joey, what are these little pedals in here? What do those do?
So those are just tactile lever switches, and I can show you on this. On this one, we'll turn it on, forward, left, and right, and they make these wheels turn in different directions. These are the same Omni wheels that we use on our Mars rovers upstairs.
Lori, thank you so much for giving us some insight into these new behaviors. I know I love our rats, and our guests are really going to love it too.